Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Brooklyn Tip-Tops Baseball. This is a national pastime on APBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. Today we're wired here from Brooklyn, where the hometown Tip-Tops will host on their own turf. The Tip-Tops come into this game in second place. They're 2 games behind the leader on the league leaderboards. Let's see. They enter this game 5th in batting at 264. Tied for 2nd in homers with 5. 3rd in runs, 4th. In slugging, 3rd. In steals with 12. 4th. In on-base percentage, 4th. In ERA at 3.38. They have been playing very well with 7 straight wins. This is the 4th game in this 4-game series. The Tip-Tops have snookered the Chi-Feds so far. The Tip-Tops take the field here in the first. Schendel has set his opening slate. Myers at first base. Hoffman at second. Gagnier, the shortstop. Westerzill at third. Across the outfield, in left is Cooper. In center, Evans. And over in right, Shaw. Land is behind the plate. And going today for Brooklyn, Peters, the right-hander. This is Peters' first start of the season. No record yet. After 1 game, his ERA at 0. He will be facing Chi-Fed starter, right-hander Hendricks. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Here's Zyder to lead it off. Zyder has not found his stride yet, batting 178. In the box now. Peters is ready to fire it in. Here comes the pitch. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Gagnier covers it plenty of time. Fires. Zyder is safe. High throw drew Myers off the bag. So the Chi-Feds have a runner on the error. Score that E6 on Gagnier. Flack getting ready to go. Flack has been hot so far this season. His 17 hits put him at 378. 1 homer, 5 RBIs. Hitting streak now at 11. He stands in. Peters is ready to fire it in. First baseman Myers perched right in front of the bag. The pitch comes in, yanked to right. Base hit. Shaw fields the ball. Zyder is around second. But the third base coach is on the job, and he puts on the brakes as the throw comes in. And Max is on with a single. Flack has now hit safely in 12 consecutive games. 2 on, drilling up to hit. Hitting 396. Dutch has driven home 13 runs for the season. Drilling relaxes himself at the plate. Peters is on the slab. Peters looking in at the target. The runners take their lead. Peters brings it. Pop foul behind third. Gagnier is over. Waves off Westerzill and brings it in. And the runners hold. All right, 1 gone. Zyder on second. Flack on first. Here's the right-handed Wilson to take his swings. He's hitting 316. Hart has driven home 3 runs for the season. Peters put on the rubber. Peters now set. The runners take their lead. Peters spins and fakes the pickoff to second. Zyder steps back towards second. Now Peters is set again. He comes home. Pop foul behind first. Hoffman is over. He's under it and hauls it in. And the runners hold. 2 away. Runners at first and second for Chicago. The top of the first inning. Tinker up the bat, hitting 5th. Carrying a .419 average. 1 homer. He's knocked in 8. He has not walked once. Peters put on the rubber. Checks Zyder at second. The runners take their lead. Peters with the pitch, grounded hard to short. Gagnier fields it, flips to Hoffman at second, and they get him to retire the side. For the Chi-Feds, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They leave 2. They couldn't get the runners home. Chi-Feds, nothing. Tip-Tops coming up. For the Chi-Feds, recently it's been win 1, lose 1. Their record now, 7 wins and 5 losses, having lost 3 in a row. The Chi-Feds come into this game in 3rd place. In the league, they're 3rd in batting at 281. 1st in home runs with 7. 2nd in runs scored. 3rd in slugging. Number 2 in steals with 13. 3rd in on-base percentage. 3rd in ERA at 2.86. They're 2.5 games behind the leader. The Chi-Feds take the field here in the 1st. Defensively for Chicago, Kading at first base, Farrell at second, Tinker the shortstop, Zyder at 3rd. Across the outfield in left is Walsh. In center, Drilling, and over in right, Black. Wilson is behind the plate and on the mound for Chicago. The starboard sided Hendricks. This is Hendricks' 4th start of the season. His record 3-0. He's been tough. He won his last 3 times out. That's tied for the longest streak of the season. Claude has worked 29 innings. His ERA is sublime 1.55. He comes at you. Myers starts it for the Tip-Tops. Ice cold bat, batting 167. Myers settles himself in the box. Right-hander Hendricks ready. The pitch. Myers hits one high, hard right field, but it won't be enough. Flack covers it. It looked for a minute like it was gone. 1 down. Here comes Shaw to take his cuts. Shaw needs to get on track, batting 217. Hendricks is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Low, ball 4. Shaw hustles down to first. 1 on. Here's Evans to take his swings. He's contributing with the bat. Now at 289. Shaw at first has wings. Steve ready. Right-hander Hendricks ready. He comes home. Pulled hard down the line to right. Into the corner. Shaw racing for 3rd. Evans headed for 2nd. Shaw flies toward home. He will score. Flack plays the carom, the throw to 3rd. The relay, the slide, and he's safe. Good slide, triple, and an RBI for Evans. And he jumps right up and claps his hands. So a run scores on Evans' first triple, and the Tip-Tops go ahead by a run, 1-0. First inning. That gives Evans a RBI on the season. The Tip-Tops have 1 out, runner 3rd, up by 1. Hoffman's up. He's their cleanup hitter. He's off to a good start. Now batting .326 in 54 plate appearances. He has 5 RBIs. Hoffman relaxes himself at the plate. Hendricks put on the rubber, sets his grip with the ball out of sight. Hendricks gets set to pitch. The Chi-Feds are looking for the play at the plate. Evans at 3rd with his arms out, crouched. Hendricks steps off the rubber. He fakes the throw. Now the pitcher's back on the rubber. He comes home. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Fires home. And Evans. Safe. Slid around the tag. Hoffman is around first and holds. And the Tip-Tops now lead 2-0. That gives Hoffman 6 RBI on the season. 1 on, the bottom of the first inning. Cooper gets set to face Hendricks, batting left. so far at the plate, carrying a .222 average, 1 homer, 7 ribbies. He's walked 4 times in his 52 trips. A rabbit on first. Hendricks focuses in on the target. Hendricks cranks it up. Cooper is caught looking. Must have shaved the corner. Cooper is glaring back and questioning the ump. He heads back to the bench. 2 gone. Two down, first inning, 1 on. Westerzill is out to take his hacks. Ice cold bat. Tex hitting 190. Wilson set. Hendricks comes to him. Line drive to third. Zeider has it. The half for the Tip-Tops. 2, 1, and 0. They leave 1. So they have 2 in the bank. The score is 2-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. For Chicago, here in the second, Walsh, Farrell, and Kading. Walsh leading it off. He has not been a hitter of late. So far, 4 hits in 9 trips. He has 2 RBIs. Walsh now ready. Peters looking home. He comes home. Walsh smashes one down the line. Westerzill grabs it near the bag. He wings a long throw to first and gets Walsh by a stride. And there's 1 away. For Chicago, base is clear. 1 down. Farrell up the bat. To date, batting 182. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked 4 times in his 49 trips. Batter facing Peters. Land set. The pitch to Farrell. Taken. Ball. Farrell walks. For Chicago, 1 away, 1 on. We have Kading coming up to hit. He hits from the right. We do not have a scouting report on this guy. Peters gets set to pitch. First baseman Myers ready for a throw from Peters. The pitch. Kading rips it toward short. Gagnier fields it cleanly. Flips to second for the force. And on to first. In time. Twin killing. 3 down. The line for the Chi-Feds. 0, 0, and 0. So they do not tally. Tip-Tops over the Chi-Feds. 2-0. The Tip-Tops will send out the bottom of the lineup. Land, Gagnier, and Peters. Here's Land to start it off. Grover has been hitting well early, hitting .341. He has 4 RBIs. Land ready. Hendricks poised. The pitch. And it's lined to center field. Thrilling takes 3 steps to his right and hauls it in. 1 down. One gone. Second inning. Right-handed hitter Gagnier gets set to bat against Hendricks. Some success so far. Now batting .275. Gagnier in the box. Wilson ready to receive. Hendricks into his motion. Delivers up the chimney. A towering pop-up in foul ground. Wilson near the dugout. And he gloves it for the out. And that's out number 2. Here's a pitcher, Peters. Offensively this season, he's 0 for 1. Batter ready. Hendricks will go to work on him. The pitch. That's high and deep by Peters. Thrilling is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. 3 down. The Chi-Feds retire the side in order after 2. Tip-Tops up by 2. The Chi-Feds will have Hendricks, Zyder, and Flack here in the third. For the Tip-Tops at home. Their record now, 7-3. Pitcher Hendricks to lead it off. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 8 and walked twice. Right-hander Peters, ready. Now he comes home with it. Hard shot to the right side. Myers to his right. It's by him. Base hit for Hendricks. Now at bat, Zyder. He stands in. Land set. He lets one go. Swung on. He goes the other way. Base hit right field. Shaw will play it on the hop. Hendricks is around second. But the coach flashes a stop sign. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, the Chi-Feds put 2 singles back-to-back. No outs, third inning, 2 on. Now Flack to face Peters, left side batter. Batter Flack on the league leaderboards. He's 9th in hitting. His average now at .391. Flack steps in. Pitcher Peters set to go. Now the delivery. Flack smacks a rocket to right field. And Shaw spears it. Both runners are tagging. The coach is waving him to third. He's throwing to third. And the runner's safe on a close play. Oh, close call. The gamble pays off. Zyder retreats and holds first. The Chi-Feds have 1 down. Runners at the corners. The top of the 3rd inning. Left-handed hitter Thrilling gets set to bat against Peters, hitting third. Dutch has 13 RBIs this season. K is not in his alphabet. He's whiffed only twice in his 49 at-bats. Starting this game, he was 6th in batting average. His average now at .388. 4th in slugging. 3rd in on-base percentage. Tied for 2nd in RBIs with 13. 3rd in runs scored with 12. Tied for 2nd in home runs with 2. The hitter stands in. Peters prepared to work. Tip-Tops playing for the double play. He brings it in. There's a high fly by Thrilling. Evans on the run toward the gap in left. On the run. The ball is tailing away from him, and he snares it. He stayed with that ball beautifully. Hendricks is tagging. They're waving Hendricks in. Here comes the throw. And he's just safe under the tag. Thrilling picks up a sac fly and an RBI. Zyder retreats and holds first. And the Chi-Feds is sneaking up on the Tip-Tops. They are within 1. Score now 2-1. And these fans just inched forward in their seats. That gives Thrilling 14 RBI on the season. 1 on, the top of the 3rd inning. Next up, Wilson. Wilson relaxes himself at the plate. Peters poised. Lined hard to left. Base hit. Cooper is racing in, and it hits off his glove. Zyder is going for third. He's digging. They're waving him home. Here's Cooper's throw. The play at the plate. Safe ahead of the throw. Tie ball game. And Wilson takes second on the play. Cooper is charged with an error. 2 errors now for Brooklyn. So the single leads to a run, and the Chi-Feds have tied this game. Well, Chicago now sends Tinker to bat from the right. 2 down. Wilson on at second. Good speed at second. Batter Tinker. Starting this game, he was 5th in batting. His average now at .409. Tied for 2nd in slugging. Peters will go to work on him. Wilson moves quietly toward third. Tinker smashes one down the line. Westerzill grabs it near the bag. He wings a long throw to first and gets Tinker by a stride. And that retires the side. The line for the Chi-Feds. 2, 3, 1. They leave 1. They have tied this game. This game is 2-all after 2.5. Brooklyn now will send out the top of the order. Myers, Shaw, and Evans. Myers starts it for the Tip-Tops. Myers still trying to find his way. Coming into this game, his on base was only .255. Among the league leaders, he's tied for first in stolen bases with 5. Wilson ready to receive. The pitch. Hot shot to the right side. Farrell to his left. Tipped off his glove. He has it. Throws quickly to first. And gets him by a hair. 1 down. Now coming up, Shaw. Among the league leaders, he's tied for second in walks with 9. In this game, he has 1 walk. Right-hander Hendricks ready. He comes home. Slow bounder to the right side. Kading to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Hendricks. Just in time. Okay, Evans gets set to face Hendricks. Batting left. 2 down. In the league, he's tied for second in homers with 2. Batter waits. Hendricks ready. The delivery. Swung on. A squibber in front of the plate. Hendricks is in. Takes it up. Spins, fires to first in time. The Chi-Feds retire the side in order. Score knotted at 2. The Chi-Feds will have Walsh, Farrell, and Kading here in the 4th. Here's Walsh to start it off. Batting left. Austin waits. Land sets up. Peters comes to the plate. Batted hard on the ground toward right. Diving stop by Hoffman. Throws. And he makes the play to first. 1 away. Farrell is the next hitter. Farrell has not had much chance to practice his base running skills this season. Coming into this game, his on base was only .245. Jack steps up. Peters ready. The pitch. Lofted high to right. Shaw is there. He's got a beat on it. And Farrell is gone. 2 away. Kading to face Peters. Kading ready. Land sets up. The pitch comes in. Swung on. Blind to short. He won't get it. And Kading is on at first. Now at bat, Hendricks. Land ready to receive. Peters delivers. Hendricks pounds it on the ground. Hoffman stops it on 1 hop. Shovels to Gagnier for the force. Side retired. The line for the Chi-Feds. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. Another half inning gone. Score 2-2 into 3.5. Hoffman, Cooper, and Westerzill due up for Brooklyn. Okay, Hoffman will get it started for the Tip-Tops. Bats from the right. He came into this game tied for second in doubles with 5. Solly ready. Hendricks prepared to work. The pitch. Driven to right. It's playable. Flack moves under it and hauls it in. 1 down. One away. 4th inning. We have Cooper to bat for the Tip-Tops. A good time for Cooper to exercise some patience. Coming into this game, his on base was only .280. Catcher ready. The pitch. Slow bounder to the right side. Kading to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Hendricks. Just in time. Now coming to bat for the Tip-Tops, Westersill. He came into this game, unfortunately, second in Ks. Hendricks gets set to pitch. Hendricks winds up. Cut on, ripped to right centered. Flack gallops for it, but he cuts it off. Westersill wisely holds first. Lands up, 2 outs. Westersill down at first for Brooklyn. Right-hander Hendricks ready. Westersill 2 full strides off first. Hendricks comes to the plate, taken. There goes Westersill. Wilson strong arms it down there. Farrell tags him out. That kills the go-ahead run. And the attempt cost them dearly. 3 down. For the Tip-Tops, nothing across. They leave none, so they do not tally. Score knotted at 2. We're at the head of the order for the Chi-Feds. Peters will face Zyder, Flack, and Drilling. Zyder to lead it off for the Chi-Feds. Raleigh is 1 for 2, and he scored a run. Zyder relaxes himself at the plate. Pitcher Peters set to go. Here's the delivery. It's a shot to left center. Evans is over, still after it. And he makes the running catch. 1 down. Flack coming up. Max has a hit in 2 trips. Flack knows how to get on. His on-base average is at .434. Flack relaxes himself at the plate. Pitcher Peters set to go. Now Peters pitches. Check swing. Ball 4. And he trots down to first. For Chicago. 1 out, 1 on. Now Drilling to face Peters, left side batter. On the day, he's 0 for 1, driven in 1. Flack pawing the ground at first. Peters sets up on the rubber again. Checks Flack on first. Trying to hold him close. They're holding Flack. But he's well off the bag. The pitch to Drilling, lofted down the line to right. That could be trouble. Shaw races over into the corner. He leaps. He's got it. That's out number 2. Flack is tagging. But he won't test his arm here. 2 down. Flack down at first for Chicago. We have Wilson to bat for the Chi-Feds. Art is 1 for 2. Peters set. Peters with the pitch. Can't find the strike zone. That's ball 4. And Wilson coaxes a walk. And Flack moves to second. Two on, the top of the 5th inning. Tinker gets set to bat against Peters. Hitting .400. On the season, Tinker has 8 runs batted in. Peters put on the rubber. He shakes off the sign. Again, he shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Checks the runners. He lets it go. Tinker lays off the pitch. Ball 4. Tinker takes his base. Peters is upset with himself. His control has deserted him for the moment. That fills the bases. That was Tinker's first walk of the season. Here's Walsh to hit for the Chi-Feds. Batting left. 2 down. Bases choked toward Chicago. Not a home run threat. Austin has 2 RBIs this season. So Peters either throws it over the dish or forces in a run. Walsh still not in the box. Peters has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. Peters shakes out his right arm. Austin stands in. He digs in deep with his spikes. Leans in. Peters climbs a mound. Catcher Land sets his target. The runners take their lead. The pitch, hot smash to Hoffman. He takes a short hop. Over to second for out number 3. For the Chi-Feds, 0-0-0. They leave 3, and they fail to capitalize on the bases full situation. No change here. Score even at 2. Hendricks will now face the bottom of the Tip-Tops lineup. Land, Gagnier, and Peters coming up. Land starts it for the Tip-Tops. Land made an out in his first at-bat. Grover waits. Pitcher Hendricks set to go. Hendricks fires it in. Called strike. Strike 1. Land ready to take on Hendricks again. Wilson crouched down now. Now Hendricks comes home with it. Line drive to third. Caught. And there's one away. All right, Gagnier is stepping up to hit against Hendricks. He's a right-handed batter. 1 gone. Ed is 0 for 1. Gagnier does not reach a lot. Batter facing Hendricks. Wilson sets up. Hendricks brings it to the plate. Swung on, lined a shot to center. Drilling runs straight back. He got a quick start. Turns and reaches and brings it down. Dutch made that look easy. 2 away. Two down. 5th inning. Here's a pitcher, Peters. Batter waits. Right-handed Hendricks goes to the set position. Hendricks to the wind. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. That's 3 away. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at the end of 5. Score 2 all at the end of the 5th. The Chi-Feds will send out the bottom of the lineup. Farrell, Kading, and Hendricks. Farrell will start the 6th. Farrell walked once. He's 0 for 1. Farrell has not had a good year at the plate. Beginning this game, his on-base was only .245. He stands in. Peters ready. Peters into the wind. It's up to the right side. Myers feels it on the big bounce. He will flip to Peters. And Farrell is retired. Kading is now up. Kading is 1 for 2. You don't see Jack on much. He's a free swinger. Batter ready. Peters gets set to work on him. The offering from Peters. Kading drills one by Westerzill. Backed up by Gagnier. The long off-balance throw. The stretch by Myers. Out at first. 2 away. Pitcher Hendricks to hit. 2 outs. Offensively this season, Hendricks has managed 2 hits in 10 at-bats, including 1 in this game. Now batting .200 and walked twice. Peters prepared to work. The pitch from Peters. There's a looping line to the left. Cooper will have to hurry. Charging hard. Then he makes a shoestring catch right off a tall blade of grass. That's 3 away. The Tip-Tops retire the side in order. Score knotted at 2. Top of the order here for Brooklyn. In the 6th, Myers, Shaw, and Evans. Myers to lead it off for the Tip-Tops. Happ has done nothing in 2 trips. Myers has not had a good year at the plate. Beginning this game, his on-base was only .255. Hendricks focuses in on the target. Here's a pitch. It's deep to center, way back. Drilling is racing to the track against the wall. And he makes the catch. 1 away. Now Shaw to face Hendricks. Shaw walked and made out once, and he scored once. Right-hander Hendricks ready. Now he comes home with it. Shaw lofts a routine fly ball to center. Drilling drifts under it and hauls it in. 2 away. Left-handed hitter Evans gets set to bat against Hendricks. Evans is a threat. He's slugging .511. He has 5 extra base hits in his 57 plate appearances. Evans has a hit in 2 at-bats. He's driven in a run, and he scored once. Hendricks will go to work on him. The pitch. That's high and deep by Evans. Drilling is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. 3 down. So the Tip-Tops go quietly. Score even at 2. The Tip-Tops will face the top of the order here in the 7th. Zider, Flack, and Drilling. Here's Zider to lead it off. Zider 1 for 3, and he scored a run. Peters gets set to work on him. Peters brings it home. It's hopped to the right side. Myers fields it on the big bounce. He will flip to Peters, and Zider is retired. Left-handed hitter Flack gets set to bat against Peters. Max has been up 3 times with a hit and a walk. It's hard to keep Flack off the base pass. His on-base average is at .444. Peters looking home. Peters now. Base hit center field. Evans is over. Scoops it up, and Flack holds first for the single. The go-ahead run has reached second. Safety for Flack. Now coming up, Drilling. In this game, he's 0 for 2. He's driven in a run. Flack is jockeying for a big lead off first. Peters on the rubber. Wilson waits on deck. Catcher Land sets his target. First baseman Myers perched right in front of the bag. The pitch. Drilling swings. This is a big league fly ball. Set to field. He's got it. That's out number 2. Flack is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Well, Wilson comes out to face Peters. That's right. He's their cleanup hitter for Chicago. 2 outs, 1 on. Arch has been up 3 times with a hit and a walk. Pitcher Peters set to go. They're holding Flack, but he's well off the bag. Now the pitch. It's in the dirt. Back to the screen. Flack goes to second. And they score that a wild pitch. So Wilson will get back in there. Peters put on the rubber. Tinker the bat next. Righty against righty. Catcher ready. Flack at second takes a big lead. Here's a pitch from Peters. Swung on. Base hit left field. Cooper is after it. Toward the gap. Flack is well around third. They're waving Flack in. Here comes a throw home. Wilson is going for second. Flack scores. Myers cuts it to second. And he's just safe under the tag. So the single drives in one big run, and the Chi-Feds break the tie and now lead 3-2 here in the 7th. And Wilson now has 4 runs batted in on the season. One on, the top of the 7th inning. Tinker is stepping up to hit against Peters. He's a right-handed batter. Tinker has a walk and 3 times up. Tinker relaxes himself at the plate. Peters looking home. Wilson moves quietly toward third. Here he comes. Loop to right. Toward the gap. Shaw is after it. Cuts it off on the bounce. Wilson is around third. They're waving Wilson in. Here comes a throw home. Tinker is going for second. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe easily. And there's a play at second. The throw. And Tinker is safe ahead of the throw. And Tinker's speed gets him in there. So the single drives in 1. It's now 4-2 ball game. 2 outs, 7th inning, 1 on. Walsh walks up. Not a long ball threat. He stands in. Land sets up. Tinker moves another step away from second. The pitch. And it's a hard line to Hoffman. Great catch. 3 down. The line for the Chi-Feds. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 1. And we have a leader after 6.5. 4-2 Chi-Feds. Okay, all you Chi-Feds fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Hoffman, Cooper, and Westerzill to bat next. Hoffman leading it off. Catcher ready. The pitch. Healthy cut by Hoffman. Hit to dead center field. Zwilling is right there. Waits. And pulls it down. 1 down. One away. 7th inning. Cooper up the bat. Cooper has not been adjusting well to the pitchers. Batter facing Hendricks. Now Hendricks ready. The pitch. Hit to straightaway center field. It's playable. Zwilling moves under it and takes it in. 2 away. Westerzill coming up. Tex 1 for 2. Batter facing Hendricks. Hendricks focuses in on the target. The pitch. Swung on, and it's chopped down the first baseline. Kading takes the high hop. He flips the Hendricks covering, and they get him. So the Tip-Tops go in order. Tip-Tops behind the Chi-Feds. 4-2. They are getting a lesson in how to play this game. Peters will now face the bottom of the Chi-Feds lineup. Farrell, Kading, and Hendricks coming up. Farrell to lead it off for the Chi-Feds against Peters. He'll bat left. Catcher Land sets his target. Peters deals. Farrell jacks 1 to deep left. Cooper retreats. Still going back to the track, to the wall, and puts it away. 1 down. Here's Kading to take his swings. Peters looking home. Peters winds up. Swung on. Big K. And Kading is retired. 2 away. Next up, pitcher Hendricks. On the season, Hendricks has managed 2 hits in 11 at-bats, including 1 in this game. Now batting 182 and walked twice. Peters ready. Peters comes home. In the dirt, but Hendricks couldn't hold up. Strike 3. He really went fishing. Side retired. So the Chi-Feds go quietly. We've played 7.5. Tip-Tops still down by 2. Bottom of the lineup, Land, Gagnier, and Peters coming up. Land to lead it off for the Tip-Tops. Now Hendricks ready. Hendricks winds and fires. Land sends one to left center. Drilling is racing over. Walsh is on the run, and Drilling makes the catch. 1 down. One gone. 8th inning. Gagnier gets set to face Hendricks. Gagnier 0 for 2. You don't see Ed on much. He's a free swinger. Hendricks prepares to come home. Tip-Tops. Skipper Schendel walking down the bench. He's calling on his reserves. Anderson has a bat in his hands. He'll go in for Gagnier to face the right-hander. Anderson walking up the bat. You can count on George on the year. 4 for 8. He's walked twice. He's stolen 1 base. Anderson waits. Wilson sets up. He wheels and deals. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Drilling is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Anderson hits second on a full steam, and he puts on the brakes. The coach is holding him up. Double for Anderson. For Anderson, his first double of the season. Peters is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Myers kneeling in the on-deck circle. Hendricks is on the slab, shakes off the sign. Now Wilson is running out to the mound. They're talking it over, and now Wilson is trotting back. Here we go. Ever the fans pressing on Peters. Pitcher unmoved, glances back at the runner. Tip-Tops. Skipper Schendel walking down the bench. You can mark pitcher Peters out for the Tip-Tops. Schendel not letting him bat. He's sending Murphy to the plate. Bats right. He shoulders a bat. Heads out. So Peters gets his innings. He pitched 8. The line on him. 4 runs. 3 earned. On 8 hits. He stands to lose it unless the Tip-Tops can make up the 2-run deficit. Here comes Murphy to take his cuts. A sure hitter. On the year, 1 for 7. Danny has 1 homer on the season. He's knocked in 3. He's walked once. The Tip-Tops need a hit from Murphy. Myers swinging his bat lightly in the on-deck circle. Murphy wipes his left sleeve across his forehead. Hendricks works the ball with his hand. Hendricks stretches his arms above his head. Batter in the box. Works his hands on the bat handle. Bat cocked. Waits for the pitch. Hendricks sets up on the rubber again. Myers is trying to get loose in the on-deck circle. Glances back at the runner. Anderson moves quietly toward third. Hendricks brings it to the plate. Murphy lays off the pitch. Ball 4. Danny takes his base, and that puts the tying run at first, and that's only the second walk issued by Hendricks. Anderson at second, Murphy at first, 1 gone. Myers the hit. Happ has 2 for RBIs this season. Happ 0 for 3. George at second has great speed. Murphy with decent speed. He scores, and it's a whole new ball game. Hendricks put on the rubber. His motion stopped. The left-handed hitter, Shaw, on deck. Checks Anderson at second. Tip tops. Skipper Schendel walking down the bench, trying to make it happen. So Myers leaves. Schendel sends the lefty Watson to the plate. He wrenches a piece of ash from the bushes. He need not ask what he can do for his team here. Watson's up. A sure hitter so far this season. 2 hits in 3 trips. Murphy with decent speed. He's a tying run. Watson preparing himself. Raises both arms above his head with a bat in between. Hendricks shakes out his right arm. Kicks the rubber. Watson in the box. Lowers the brim of his cap. Waits for the pitch. Hendricks climbs the mound. Ever the fans urging on Watson. Pitcher unmoved. Hendricks looking in. The runners take their lead. Hendricks comes home. He squares. Bunted to the right side. Kading picks it up. Looks at third. Now turns and flips to first in time for the out. Watson gets the job done, and the runners move up. The tying run is now at second base. Well, here we go for Brooklyn. Anderson at third. Murphy at second. 2 gone. The bottom of the 8th inning. Left-handed hitter Shaw gets set to bat against Hendricks. Shaw 0 for 2 with a walk, and he scored once. Murphy at second. He scores, and it's a whole new ball game. Shaw still not in the box. Hendricks bends for the rosin bag. Goes to his hat. The Chi Feds lead the Tip Tops 4-2. Shaw in the box. Plays a little flute with his fingers on the bat handle. Leans in. Hendricks climbs the mound. Ever the fans spurring on. Shaw. Pitcher apparently unaffected. Anderson at third with his arms out. Crouched. Hendricks kicks and deals. Lined a shot to right. Down the line. Flack races over. Reaches up. And makes the catch. That'll do it for Brooklyn. No runs on 1 hit. 2 left. They waste a good chance. The score still stands 4-2. Tip Tops down as we head for the top of the 9th inning. We're at the head of the order for the Chi Feds. The new pitcher will face Zyder, Flack, and Drilling. Wilson is coming on in relief for Brooklyn. He'll bat first. The left-hander, Wilson, comes into this game with a 0 ERA. This is his 3rd appearance. He's worked 5 innings. For the Tip Tops, Hoffman moves to shortstop. Schendel making another defensive change. Schendel is sending in Delahanty. He'll be playing second base for Brooklyn. Anderson is out. Another defensive change by Schendel. Griggs is now playing first for Brooklyn. Schendel takes Murphy out of the game. To get it going for the Chi Feds here, Zyder. Wilson takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Wilson looking home. Wilson over the offering. Stroked solidly to left field. Cooper is right there and hauls it in. 1 down. One away. 9th inning. We have Flack coming up to hit. Flack with 4 tries. He has 2 hits and a walk, and he scored once. Now Wilson ready. He wheels and deals. It misses. Ball 4. And Flack will get the base. Left-handed hitter Drilling gets set to bat against Wilson for Chicago. 1 out, 1 on. On the day, he's 0 for 3. Driven in 1. Wilson looking in at the target. Wilson cranks it up. Swung on, strike. And Black takes off to second. Land guns it down. The tag. Safe. Good jump. That's his third steal of the season. Thrilling stands in again. Pitcher Wilson set to go. Flack stretches his lead off second. Wilson cranks it up, swung on. Base hit left field. Cooper is after it. Toward the gap, rounding third. Flack. The throw comes into Westersill, and they're holding Flack at third. We have Wilson to bat for the Chi-Feds. Chi-Feds with runners at the corners, one out. Decent bat control. Wilson has added 2 hits, 1 walk in his 4 tries. He's driven in a run, and he scored once. Left-hander Wilson ready. The tip-tops are looking for the play at the plate. He cranks and fires. Wilson hits a frozen rope. Straightaway center. Evans backs up a couple of steps, and he reaches up and grabs it for the putout. Black is tagging. They're waving Black in. Here comes the throw. And he's safe easily. Wilson picks up a sac fly and an RBI. Thrilling retreats and holds first. And the Chi-Feds now lead 5-2. All right, Tinker walks up for Chicago. 2 outs. Thrilling down at first. Land sets up. First baseman Griggs holding the runner on. The pitch comes in just inside. Thrilling is going for the steal. Land gets rid of it quickly. Tagged. Safe. That's his 4th steal of the season, and that's the Chi-Feds' 2nd stolen base in this game. Tinker back in the box. Left-hander Wilson ready. Speedy Thrilling edging toward third. Wilson brings it. It's a whiff. That's 3 away. The half for the Chi-Feds. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1. They give themselves a little room. Tip-tops on the short end, 5-2. The Tip-tops now send up the heart of their order to face Hendricks, Evans, Hoffman, and Cooper. To get it going for the Tip-tops here, Evans. He's a port sider. Evans knows how to get on. His on-base average is at 404. Time's running out for the Tip-tops. Batter ready. Right-hander Hendricks ready. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on. Driven to left. Walsh is running back. He's got a beat on it. And makes the catch. And that's the first out. Here's the right-handed Hoffman to take his swings. He's their cleanup hitter. Hoffman knows how to get on. His on-base average is at 404. Pitcher Hendricks eyeing Hoffman. Now he's ready. The pitch. Ripped to right center. Base hit. Thrilling is chasing it down. He'll have to hurry. Hoffman is trying for 2. The throw. Safe at second. One away. 9th inning. 1 on. Cooper is out to take his hacks. Cooper is 0 for 3. Cooper contributes in many ways. Offense not his strength. Now slugging a malodorous .271. The Tip-tops need to string something together right here. Westersill waits on deck, kneeling, chin on his hand, staring out. Hendricks sets up on the rubber again. Checks Hoffman at second. Hoffman extending his lead. Hendricks spins and fakes the pickoff to second. Hoffman hustles back to the bag standing up. Now Hendricks is set again. He delivers. Routine fly ball to right. Flack camps in his tracks, and he covers it. Hoffman is tagging. Flack sets, but they're holding him at second as the ball is fired back in. for Brooklyn. Runner on second, 2 away. Westersill steps up to face Hendricks. Tex is 1 for 3. Now hitting at 200. Time's really running out for the tip-tops. Land kneeling in the on-deck circle. Batter facing Hendricks. Wilson sets up. Hendricks working on Hoffman to hold him close. The pitch to Westersill. A lazy fly ball to left. Westersill got under it. And now so does Walsh. It's in the bag. And that's the last out of the game. And the Chi-Feds take it, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McGraw. Hendricks has a beautiful fourth hitter. He went the distance. That's his fourth complete game of the season. Not the outcome hoped for by the Brooklyn fans. Here's the line for the Chi-Feds. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They leave 9 for the Tip-Tops. 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. And they leave 4. Hendricks gets his 4th win, leading the league. His record now 4-0. Peters takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So that winds up this 4-game series. Despite this loss, Tip-Tops take the series. Chicago with 1 wins. Brooklyn 3 for the Chi-Feds after dropping 3 in a row. They win 1 for the Chi-Feds. Overall, they now stand at 8 and 5 for the Tip-Tops. The 7-game winning streak is broken. That's it for this time. Until next time, this is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Brooklyn. Chi-Feds take this one from the Tip-Tops, 5-2.